Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and my name is Joe, and this is Different Take, and we are doing a live uh, stream commentary. Is that what we're calling it? Commentary, movie commentary, watch party for Trick or Treat.
I like watch party.
Watch
Sounds
party.
fun.
Um, this is like probably my second favorite, besides like the Halloween franchise. My second favorite movie. Um, yeah, bro. I know. Yeah, that's common. That's common for a live stream. You know, that's why they have the whole starting soon template thing that you can put up there. So, yeah, yeah, things happen. Shit happens. Um, yes, I agree. Best Halloween movie alongside Halloween. Totally agree. Yeah, watch. But hey, Elizabeth, what's going on? Sound Painter Studio. I don't know your real name, but Sound Painter Studio. Justin from the Sun Pod. Elizabeth's here, watch party, and Susie QZ. Yeah, I love to see you back again. That's awesome. That's awesome. Q's. Oh, I don't. You're probably right. I don't do words very well. If you ever seen the movie, oh God, Sing Street, the Irish music movie, he's like, I don't. The brother says, "I don't do words." That's me in a nutshell, right there. I don't do words. I do sounds. So people are like, "I'm Steven." I'm like, "Steven." Got it locked. I see it written down. I'm like, Stefan. Yeah. You may call me Cone for short. Ooh, okay, Cone for short. All right, cool, awesome. Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. Fashionably late. Yeah, that's the story of my life right there. It was parties or gatherings or anything. Just work. Yeah. Stay. I might be late, but you know what? I'm the last one to leave because I make sure I get the job done right. So there you go. Um, but yeah, no, we're I had some delays on some things and waited to the last minute for some stuff, which is, you know, normal for me. So how's everybody doing today, by the way? Cohen, which is the Sound Painter Studio, Cohen for short. Elizabeth, Susie, Q's, Justin. What's going on? How are y'all today? How is your Wednesday? And if you're, you know, or Michael, yeah, dude. Melissa, she's here. She just ran to go put her computer back because she was working late up until like the last minute. This is the first time we've done a 5 o'clock on the West Coast, but 8 o'clock Eastern um, on a weekday. But it was better for everybody else, so we decided to try and do it. So she's like, it's right up until the time where she's trying to finish work. Um, yes, and Elizabeth's asking where you are.
Oh. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm here just trying to get organized.
I don't know why my camera keeps on going in and out of focus. Yeah, this is the Trick or Treat Studios one. I haven't touched it up yet. I want to, especially the hair. Maybe not the mask, but the like itself, but the hair. I would love. When it first came out, they released it. This was right when they released it. I was going to get it. But the hair I got to do. I don't know how to do the hair. I love to get some like sort of like wax or something like that, and just sort of style it a certain way, and But I'll eventually take the tag off, and maybe I'll film a short film one of these days because that's why I got it. I was like, if I ever want to do a short film myself, I want that mask. I want that mask. But yeah, it's Trick or Treat Studios. Susie Q is doing pretty good. Can't complain. How are you? Good. Just rush around like crazy, but living. Livim. It's kind of why these watch parties are kind of. I did watch parties a lot for the first couple of live streams because I wanted to get my feet wet with this whole live thing. Before the live streams, I was just doing just straight video, which I'm going to continue to do the regular videos. But live streams are a whole new territory. You could be talking to nobody. You could be talking to 4 people. You could be talking to a bunch of people. You just don't know. And there's no editing. I can't edit out all the dumb shit that I say or all the mess ups that I say or anything like that. So it's just going from my mouth to your ears. So it's a whole new ball game. But you know, I don't mind it. I did radio back in the day at college, so that was fun. Let's see, love it. CZQs love it too. Love this. Yeah, the trick or treat is just awesome. It's awesome. We're gonna get it started soon. Just a second. Hair really reminds me of Tyler Maine's mask. Yeah, it's a little. He's got like a mullet going on and a frazzle dazzle. I need to style it a certain way, but I also like to like cover it, like when it's not in use or something, because it still scares the shit out of me. So that mask is like I walk out just like I was gonna get something to drink in the middle of the night. And all of a sudden it's just like I'm just like ugh. I'm like ah. It freaks me out. But 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to see why this camera keeps on focusing in and out. I don't like it one bit. It'll take 2 seconds, but chat along. But if everybody has everybody seen Trick or Treat? I'm assuming you have. My buddy, actually the guy Joe Zakreski from Red River Horror, he just the other day when we did our first couple live streams, he just saw Trick or Treat and Hell House LLC for the first time ever this past weekend, which is alarming. I didn't know that, but also awesome. So Joe, if you're out there, good for you for watching the movies, and I'm glad you saw them. But no wonder he thought that horror was kind of shit in the bed lately. When you don't see those are two of some of the best Halloween movies lately. So give me 1 second, real quick. 1 second. Okay. I don't know why I keep going in and out of focus. I don't like it. Well, either way, not like it matters.
The show must go on.
Yeah, I think it's all good. I think it's just doing it because awesome. There you go. Well, I can't figure it out, but either way. Let's see. Trick or Treat is the movie always. Let's see. Trick or Treat is the movie that always was on DVD commercials. Finally saw this year. Right? Yes. I forget how we stumbled upon this movie. I really don't know.
I think we were looking for Halloween anthology movies.
Yeah.
Tales of Halloween, and then we saw this one and we threw it on. And it was like, this is awesome.
That's right. We were looking for Halloween anthology movies. Now I remember. Halloween anthology movies we're looking for. We saw Tales of Halloween first. It was okay. I like Tales of Halloween. I don't think it's great, but I think it's fun. And then it was like in the vein of Trick or Treat. Did we see? That's all we saw. I swear we saw Trick or Treat first. I don't know. Either way. But she didn't like Trick or Treat. I did. I thought it was fun. I'm sorry. Tales of Halloween.
Love Trick or Treat.
Okay, let me rephrase that. We love Trick or Treat. She loves Trick or Treat. I do too. She didn't like Tales of Halloween. I like Tales of Halloween. I think it's wacky and fun and just out there, but it cracks me up. I sleep with that mask in my bedroom. It's nice having Michael's about. Yeah, all right, okay, all right, that works. Hey, Dilbert, still loving your name. Yeah, dude, that's an awesome name. Delbert. I'm terrible with names.
Delbert Grady.
Yeah, he's hanging out. It's awesome. That's right.
How do you not know that name?
Because I don't memorize names. I can't memorize shit. All I memorize is like obscure movie quotes. I remember somebody was like, "Why do you put all these clips in your videos?" This one dude, and I was like, "Dude, because I speak fluent in movie quotes in real life." So,
That's definitely true.
yeah, figure out the pictures with the quotes. Okay. I also put the Trick or Treat on my wall in front of me. That's awesome. Well, enough delaying. Let's get to the movie now. It's on HBO Max streaming. I'm on JustWatch. I have a copy of it. I'm sure you all have a copy of it. If not, it's going to be on HBO Max, or you can rent it. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to kind of get settled. Or if you're not watching it, if you're just tuning in to see me talk like a jackass, and then by all means enjoy the show. Let's see here. So I'm at the 1 second mark because I couldn't get it on the 0 second mark without starting, but we'll say it's the 0 second mark, and I'll just delay it by a second. So I'll count down. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? So I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1 and say play. And when I say play, we will get started. So 3, 2, 1, play. That was it. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a bunch of logos at the beginning of the Blu-ray, so I don't know if that's on the streaming one. I'll try to let you guys know where I am. There's a fire line over the earth. That wasn't the earth, was it? What was that? Legendary pictures. That was a legendary intro is what it was. Another intro. It's a trick or treat safety. Yay, here we go. Okay, now we're on the trick or treat safety sort of deal. What?
I can share the link on Facebook. I can't make it stream.
No, that's fine. I mean, on my Facebook page, the channel page. It's streaming through Facebook too. You can share that post.
Okay.
It's streaming through. Just hit share. That's literally it. You just share it because I'm streaming right now through there, and I can't do it on my phone because my phone is on the thing.
But I can share to your page because I don't have you.
You can share the page's post. You can literally go to my page and then share it. Like, you know what I mean? This whole social media thing we're trying to figure out as we go along.
I don't bother with social media.
I don't like bothering either, but it's like a must if you want people to know what's going on. No, I'm saying you share it. Like you share it. Like literally share it.
I haven't been on Facebook in months. No one's gonna get it.
I can't share it. I can't because I can share it if I was here, like on my phone, but I can't share it now, like on the computer. For some reason, the computer desktop won't let me do it. If you want subtitles on, by the way, you might want to. Who is this actress? She looks familiar. What else is she in?
Isn't she in The Babysitter on Netflix?
She's in The Babysitter?
I think so. I just watched it the other day. I think she's in that. She was also in a show called Popular, which was on WB Network or whatever that became. CW, whatever became the CW. It was a show called Popular, and she was on.
Don't say you hate Halloween, no matter how like cool you think. Is that a velour sweatsuit outfit?
What he's wearing?
That she was wearing. Yeah, whatever.
Could be possible.
Who all? I'm gonna turn this up too.
I love this intro. Love all the Halloween feels.
Yeah, all the decorations and shite. Oh, thank you. I know. Listen, and it's a shame. She's attractive, but if you don't like Halloween, it's not about the looks, man or woman or whatever. You're not into Halloween, you're pretty screwed. Not cool in my book. Oh, it's the strangers. Cool. That's like a velour track outfit.
Oh yeah, they were huge.
That's what I literally was just talking about. Yeah, yeah. Why won't it show me the new comments? What the hell is going on? Not cool. That's good. Yeah. So there we go. Like the good old nature special. Yeah. Not cool, Sam. Not cool. Halloween is a masterpiece of cinema, but there's something with Trick or Treat every scene is special when it comes to. Yes, I agree.
Now listen, I'm not one for kills and how people are killed in these things, but I will say it's a pretty epic kill. The way he, sliced her with a sharp lollipop. There's a couple of great ones in here.
Yeah. And you might want to ask Elizabeth and them if they can hear you, because the mic is on this side now. I'll try to position it like this way. I think they can. You might have to talk louder though. Yeah, there's something cool. Like, it's an anthology story, like an anthology movie. So it has like a couple of scenes. It's not like Tales of Halloween has like 10 stories, which is a lot. It's cool, but they kind of keep it short and sweet in here with the stories. It's like 4 or 5. And I'm at the 551, 52, 53, 54, 55 mark. And he's like, the husband is looking at the sheets. Good old sheets. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool, Sam. Not cool.
Big fan of the comics here too.
Yeah, they do that in Tales of Halloween too. And if you ever seen, any of you guys ever seen, oh god damn it, what's it called? Body Bags, the one with John Carpenter, that anthology movie. That's a good one. And there's a Creep Show, which is an old school one. There's Creep Show 1, Creep Show 2, and they have a series on Shudder now called Creep Show. So I just forgot. I got to speak into the mic here, and now I'm up. And you might have to pull the camera back a little bit when you come back over, because I'm like leaning into the mic and I'm like right in the face. Yeah. Yeah, the original Creep Show. No, I've never seen it. Justin, you never seen Trick or Treat, or you've never seen Body Bags or Creep Show? That's the thing too. It's just starting to build. Like, I still think this movie among horror fans, it's considered like, a Halloween staple. But if you go and ask like regular people, like, they still don't know about this movie. It kind of pisses me off. It's like I went to Spirit Halloween. We went to Spirit Halloween the other day, and they finally had some trick or treat stuff, like whether it was like things of Sam all over the place and like the little fake candy bar. Was like, finally, okay, they're getting on the trick or treat thing. Here you go, because it wasn't streaming anywhere, I don't think. So it was like hard for people to actually know like the movie. And now it's on HBO MAX, so it's awesome. Neither. I'm very mainstream when it comes to movies. Yeah, Creep Show's good. The original movie is like a classic, and Creep Show 2 I've never seen. I haven't seen, but I heard that's okay. But the show on Shudder is pretty solid. This one with Justin Long, and so funny, and so cool. But yeah, Justin, yeah, check. This movie's awesome, and Creep Show and Body Bags are good too. And Tales of Halloween. I like Tales of Halloween. Scream movie. I'm anticipating it. I did a trailer reaction, but the trailer didn't really do much, so it wasn't really that exciting. So I didn't really put it out. But it's one of the directors of Ready or Not, and I love Ready or Not, so I think they'll do a good job with it. So I'm fairly confident. I just wanted legs. Whoa. I would like to see Stu back, but that's just my personal opinion. There's this creepy kid. I don't know. I didn't have this kind of like curiosity when it came to like, whoa. I didn't have this kind of curiosity when I was this age. Like, I don't know anybody else. I didn't know anybody who did. Like, it wasn't really in the realm of thinking yet. This kid was a perv at this age. I mean, that's a little young to be. I don't know. The Disney princesses have really shown their assets in this one. Jesus Christ. It's distracting. Let's see here. Let's see. Mark Chase, what's up, man? We're if you're just stopping it, we are on the Disney princesses and their Babylons are out. And then a Little Red Riding Hood. We heard the part there. They're yeah. The kid looking at the words. The kid who's looking at the girls is the same one to play Sam. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does explain his like childlike memories.
Yeah.
Why he nails them so well.
Yeah. It's cool that Anna Paquin. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool that she's in this movie. It's like a little it's like the biggest name that's in this movie probably. Yeah. And her and Brian Cox. And this kid from Bad Santa. I love. She hates Bad Santa. I love Bad Santa.
This scene coming up is too much for me.
It's a lot. I love Bad Santa, and he's. You want me with some sandwiches? Kid, what the fuck is wrong with you and the goddamn sandwiches? I don't want no sandwich. I fucking love that movie. Hold on, let me move the camera back.
Sorry.
Sorry, I know you're happy.
This is 5 o'clock. It's throwing me off.
No, it's all good. This is the creepiest guy in the world. Can't be good for your diabetes, Charlie. Okay, big right. But you go fuck yourself. All right. No. Creepy guy. There's no way she's. Oh, there was the married couple who just walked by and bumped into him. So it's already like that was a quick, subtle thing. This is not the timeline is all thrown off. So that happened after this. Quinn Lord getting synced up now. I'll give you a timestamp. Let me know, Mark. This movie really captured. Yes. I feel like every town in Halloween should. They're distracting. I'm at 13, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 13, 26. That's where I'm at. This mic is blocking comments. I can't see anything. Cohen, Bad Santa is the best Christmas movie ever. Throw down a Christmas tree. I love Bad Santa. Yeah. Kid, that's a hint and a half for your ass. So get out of there.
I know.
Bro, that monster shit ain't good for you. No, I know it's not. But you know what? When you don't have the energy to talk in front of a, you know, live stream, I think, yeah, take a cue from my boy Lee from Drum Dums and, drink a monster right before or during, as he does sometimes. Not consistent, but every now and then you have to if you just don't have it. That is perfect. Makes you wish it. Yes. Every town should celebrate Halloween like this. Willy Wonka would not be happy.
The thing is, it doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
It's ridiculous. You may celebrate Christmas if you want to, but it's a good time to watch Bad Santa. It's a very holy movie. I know. I love Bad Santa. A lot of traditionalists don't like it, but I get a kick out of it. Gurgles. That's what the subtitle said. Gurgles.
Wow.
I like the music too. The music, like,
Of course you get trick-or-treaters.
yeah.
Yes, if they were that close to the house, how did they not see him dragging that child's body?
It's a
Willing suspension of disbelief?
well. It's also time. The time. I'm sure that he was in the house for a little bit. Oh my god! I hit a button. All right, just let everybody know. I'm at 1633, 1634, 35, 36. Get this button away from me. Thank you so much. Oh, and I think this isn't the last that we see of these kids.
No, they have their own featurette.
Couldn't be less creepier. Or any more creepy. Hey, there's Sam. Hey, Sam. I'm gonna take this chocolate bar. I love how he's just like he's ganks it. I'm coming for your ass. Back to the distracting princesses. Yeah. Oh my lord. Jesus Christ Almighty.
There are a lot of chords, Joe.
Watch your feet. You were saying about me.
Watch your chords.
I did. It's why I put them down for you.
Oh, I keep arsenic in our cabinet as well.
Yeah.
Next to the cyanide. See, this is why kids don't trick or treat anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Because of stuff like this.
And this is why parents won't let their kids go out because of the fear of these things happening. Maybe that's a good question to ask the chat. Like,
What?
do people still get trick or treaters? Because we've lived out in California for 5 years and we've not once gotten trick or treaters.
No, I used to get trick or treaters back in Philly, but around here I haven't got. Apartment complex. Even if it's a nicer one. Do you guys all get trick or treaters still, or no? Yes and no.
For the record, I do like Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
that scene's humor.
I love Charlie Brown.
He's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, Justin, I started taking them, so that's probably gonna help me get off of the monsters during the live streams. or any sort of film and video. Sam knows he's not wearing a costume. Yeah. So we can't have nice things. You're going to be giving out candy this year. Well, do you, while wearing my Michael Myers mask? That's messed up. Was that the kid's finger?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, this is the other kind of big name actor in this, right?
Brian Cox, yeah. Do you guys all get trick-or-treaters still? Let me know. We're trying to survey and see.
Is that the same kid or another kid? Looks like he has a few bodies down there.
He probably does. Delbert says, never. I don't even think my landlord would let me put lights up. What?
That's just wrong.
We need Sam to go after him.
Okay, that's one way to start it.
It's like that South Park episode, kids in those damn scooters. I run out of candy every. Really? Interesting. Is that Florida?
Don't eat yours, sir.
Hey, Leanne. What's up, Leanne? I'm in a smaller subdivision. Not a lot of kids really live it. Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of our deal.
We're hoping this year we'll get some, but
Mm-hmm. I feel like in like
no. Yeah, caramel apple.
see, people who just say will take this too seriously, like, but he's killing a kid. He's killing a kid. And it's like you just gotta not take it so seriously. It's sending the wrong message, bitch.
Yeah, to be you right there.
We have the same deal though with the subdivision. We give us like a last time we were in a smaller apartment complex, and this is a nicer one, but it's still saying there's not a lot of kids. So,
Well, there are a lot of kids around here.
well, around here, yeah, but like in general compared to where we used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the impression that he's gonna go after this kid now.
Yeah. He's creepy. This guy does a good creepy guy, like a good creeper. This look is cool.
Not just screaming here in the background.
Yeah. That's kind of what you can do. So you can play movies like during a Halloween type movie. You can play if you play horror movies in the background. You can kind of give that like ambiance without actually doing anything. But yeah, when he has the knife behind his back, you can you think that he's gonna do something to his son.
Office mask. That's the first time I noticed all the masks he has on.
Oh yeah, all the mess on the side. I thought that's what they were, but I had this big light in my goddamn wearing. Yeah, Mr. Wilkins sucks. This is kind of like Host. This is another one of those where it's like it's a good movie. It's actually a good movie, a good fun movie. So there's not much to really like poke fun at or like have fun with. Well, there's a lot of fun in this movie. Trying to trick us. Good editing and camera work to kind of. Don't look at the camera, kid. So if the head was down there, that means that he was burying somebody else.
You know, that whole killing, keeping it in the family, giving it to the next
Yeah.
generation. Okay, I definitely know as a child, I remember these houses, and they'd be having a huge party, and scantily clad people would come to the door to give me candy, and only years later would I understand why.
Yeah, I never stumbled upon those kind of parties. I wish I did. No problem, Justin. I'll talk to you, man. Good luck at work tomorrow morning. I wanted to do a Halloween Kills watch party either tomorrow or Friday. I put a poll up on the in the community tab in my on the channel. So let me know what you guys think. What day's better? Because I want to talk about that movie. This O Town looking dude looks familiar too. Like you plus me equals us.
I dream of having a front yard look like this in Halloween.
It'd be cool. Oh yeah, Ron is awesome.
We don't say the R word anymore. Little man.
And to the pumpkin smashing kid had already died in Steven's arms. He puked too much blood and would be too dehydrated to even put up. That's true. Touche. Like the. I'm glad you're paying attention there because I didn't. Yeah. Why isn't there parades like or like parades like this every year? I don't understand. Like we got like Macy's Day parades and Christmas parades. We should have Halloween parades. I don't want to reveal anything. Well, I think all of us have seen this at this point, but
Was Justin the only one who had?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Did she get like drugged? Like how was she with Creeper McCreeperson? I don't understand it.
I mean, you saw all the chemicals in his house, so yeah, you gotta think he died.
Yeah, he probably worked some witch concoction. That's what it is. These dudes are going to say they're witches now because that's how they're going to.
That's scary imagery.
Yeah. You don't even know you're being. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
What kind of beer is this?
It's at the bottom next to it. It's called a pink.
Southern Tier Pumpkin. This has got shades of I know what you did. Scream 2, yeah, but also I know what you did last summer. Ah, there's the wife and the husband. You never say that.
That's promise Halloween. Everybody Let's make them on look like they've been cut.
Yeah, but I'd like to think that I'd be a person that would help in that situation. Don't touch the ice. But is that a Peyton Manning jersey?
Terrible.
Yeah, this is the kind of party like this kind of carnival parade deal needs to happen everywhere. Oh my god. I love the look of this graveyard scene. That's such a cool looking scene.
Yeah, the atmosphere of this movie created is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
You must really like Halloween. And Samhain? What?
Samhain.
Also known as Halloween. Predating Christianity, the Celtic holiday was celebrated on the one night between autumn and winter.
Also, as Dr. Loomis called it, Samhain. Cool.
History of
Cool.
is fascinating.
I know, but when she says that, it's like, cool. All right. Okay.
See, I somehow think that would be me. Like, did you know?
But like not even waiting until see if people are interested, just like a kid, just like, oh, what's that? All of a sudden just unloading all this shit. And it's like, what? Yeah, you get like a little bit of the orange and stuff like that. You get the parade and everything, and then now you got like this blue mist, moonlight blue setting. Now those children only they would have learned the rules that they bring. Yeah.
Macy grows up to be like Regina George.
Who's Regina George?
Jesus, will you shut up and let me tell the damn story?
Shut up, batch. You're a batch. You're a bitch, Nancy. What's her name? Regina?
Regina George.
Regina.
Oh, but in the movie, she's Macy.
Missy. How did you know it was Regina? Do you know her? Do you know who Regina George is?
Yes, she's the character in Mean Girls.
No, like you were serious when you said that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It was more of a joke, but now it's been ruined because
I know all the other movies. I don't know Mean Girls.
See, Elizabeth knows she's got it.
Yeah, but that okay. Yeah. I don't not assume that I know it.
And I agree with Sound Painter Studio. Take the read.
Okay. What's her name? Regina. And who's she in this again? What's the name?
Her name's Macy.
Macy. That's all I was asking. Goddamn. So you can't ask her more than twice. She gets all upset.
I've seen that mask now. I swear that's
The vampire. That vampire. But no, let's bully the intelligent. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Yeah, let's bully the highly intelligent autistic girl. Yeah.
What I do appreciate about this film is like the jerks get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
across the whole film.
Oh, it's another cool scene.
I don't know if you know the first couple is as bad as some of the other characters, but
No.
majority of the asshole characters get theirs at some point in the film.
Yeah. See, now you have like this like the warm fall brown. Like you have like every season of every like part of fall that's cool. Who's Regina George? Yeah, I don't know who Regina George is. I don't know who that is. Who else is there? I'm trying to think of a reference that you guys wouldn't get. What? Okay. I really? Is that true? No shit. Good for you, man. Good for you for just coming out. Some people like aren't always like comfortable saying that stuff. So that's awesome. I know quite a few people, family, friends, and stuff who are. Best part? You think it's the best part of the whole movie? Wow. It might be the creepiest part. Yeah, I agree. Some of the masks are twisted. Nino Nunez, close the door. No, don't do it.
Wait, is that Nino from?
Yeah,
I thought
DSG.
so.
Yeah. Close the door. Don't let him in. Don't let him in the bus. Close the door.
Like a child from Bobby.
Yeah. Don't let it in. Don't let it in. This kid's like, fuck this. I'm taking the wheel. Yeah, this is like a sad scene. It's a powerful scene, but it's a sad scene. Sheesh. And this area, it reminds me of that shot from Stranger Things, 11 and all that sort of stuff. When they found the body. Yeah.
I will say, like, this movie is mean spirited in some of what it does. But again, I think it makes up for it because people get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
And I think the movie's fun also adds to it. It doesn't feel so terrible to watch. Like Haunt for me is very mean spirited.
Haunts, yeah.
And not in the way that tries to redeem itself. And I know that's not everyone in the chat will agree with me on that. But I like how this one can be mean spirited and keep it fun, which is right, like sort of the spirit of Halloween.
It's a balance between, mean spirited and like lighthearted sort of. It's a time for like spooky stories and scary stories. So if you're gonna do that, you have to be able to do it while keeping it lighthearted. Like these evil children. I mean this and what follows, not the kids dying. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Because what follows is what really sets up everything.
Yes, I'm so happy someone made the joke. Correct.
What?
Take a look at South Hater Studios comment. Waiting for someone to make that joke while Delbert was here.
A creepy shot.
Yeah. And not a good one if you're scared of heights.
Yeah. This is off limits for me. If I'm a kid, no. Once I see that like fog and that mist, nope. Don't roll your eyes. What the fuck's her name? Macy.
Now you're gonna call her Regina.
Yeah. That pirate kid seems out of place as far as height is concerned. That's what she said. That's a bad joke right there. That's a bad joke.
See, what would have been ideal is when the key comes back up, you just roll out. Just leave him down there.
Mm-hmm.
Go get an adult.
Yeah.
and tell on him.
Man, Anna Paquin just struggling to find a person. Totally relatable. Totally unbelievable.
Oh, this is great.
She's like, even Jesus Christ.
Set design is just so good.
I know there's just stuff all over the place.
Every single shot. Yeah. Hi. So this guy here really wants to meet you. Is he young?
All right, don't get picky now.
Yeah. So
Messed up, Cinderella. Yeah, douchebag McGee, get away. Not Andra. She's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner again. Right there.
Oh, she said werewolves.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Wow. She said Melissa just put that. She said werewolves. I did not. This is like what the upteenth time we've seen this. I've not picked up on her saying werewolves right there. Why is Macy so mean? Well, that's a dumb question. There's kids are just nasty, McGee. You know, it's your parents, goddammit. You were raised wrong. I don't blame you, Pirate Kid.
I know, I feel like he's starting to get duped in this whole process too.
Yeah. Peer pressure's a biatch. McLeod? Oh, that's a dumb joke. You guys will probably know that reference. No, absolutely not.
See, she's so nice. How would you be mean to this person?
Because kids suck. I shouldn't say kids suck. Their parents suck, which then in turn the kids suck. You don't have good parenting, you know. Yeah. Chief McLeod. I'm glad you got that. Oh, is that Pod People, Mystery Science Theater. Oh my Lord. I love that episode. This is busy. Chief McLeod. I love to see Rhonda fully grown and still friends with Sam in the sequel. He has been I've been reading that he's been writing a sequel for this movie for years. He wants to do it, but he's taking his good old time. I don't know what he's doing. Hashtag MST3K. Absolutely. That bus is still there.
Small town, maybe they don't have the resources
Gotcha.
to take it out.
Let's see. Michael Dougherty. He directed Krampus?
That tracks, actually. We just saw Krampus for the first time last year.
Yeah.
And it definitely has like a sort of a similar vibe to this.
Yeah, I like Krampus.
Yeah, it was bad.
Trick or Treat 2. It's not announced yet, but he's still working on it. He did the story. He did the story for Godzilla versus Kong. And King of the Monsters. Well, he's a hell of a writer. So the director of this movie is a hell of a writer. He's written a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he's Michael Dougherty. He's only directed Trick or Treat, Krampus, and Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So that's it. Yeah, there you go, right there. He also did the King of the Monsters. Yeah, which I liked, by the way. It was good.
When she first slipped, the first time we saw this, before she fell into kind of the water bed there,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna be so mad at this movie.
I know. I know we were so pissed. I was like about to throw my shoe at the TV. I was gonna be so mad.
I thought you were better than that Schrader.
Smart. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Every time I hear her name, help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. No? Okay. Good times.
You feel good about yourselves?
God, you are vicious, Macy.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, where is this coming from? All this anger.
You think it's a head wound, jerk?
Yeah. Thanks. Now I'm gonna have that stuck on my head too. Yeah. I couldn't help it. It's just in my head. Melissa Cohen said, "I'm wondering if a lot of the news stories would have to do with the news stories of the stories of the first movie, or be completely new and in the same town."
That's actually a good question. You know, would you want new content? Would you want like a continuation of these stories of where they are now? Do you want a blend of the two? Like I feel like you have to gesture to the first film.
In some sort of way, yeah. I think we're going to get completely new people, new things, and we may get a small tie in maybe towards the end with like Rhonda at some point, maybe. But yeah, it's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not in the same town, it's a town close by. Because if you only put it in this town, then it's kind of like, but who knows? We'll see. Doing different cities with Sam could bring new opportunities. Yeah, I'd like to see Sam. It creates like sort of like a Halloween vibe in like every city. Like, yeah, you better get your shit together or Sam's gonna come after you. But it should be the same town. Yeah. I mean, I'll take either or. Or he can go to different cities and then make his way back to the town. Either way. Yeah, and again, the creep. Not so funny now, is it, fuckers? I agree. In some instances. Oh, I'm sorry. Now you want my help? Let me just take my good old time. She faked him out too. She just now it's fucked up because it's like that little kid who's got like that's why it's kind of like dark in a way. It's like that kid is like that pirate kid who really was kind of like
That scene sparks joy for me.
that's you got a dark sense of humor. I don't like when kids are mean to other kids too, but either way, Sam just like y'all having fun.
Yeah, he like came in for the assist, but
Yeah.
Rhonda had it handled.
Here's Sam. He just walked out. He's kind of. Don't mind me. Who all right, since it stop for a second. So yeah, real quick, what if any of y'all are interested in a Halloween Kills watch party, whatever? What day works better, Thursday or Friday? Tomorrow or Friday?
And tell us if you like the 8 o'clock time.
Yeah, and what time works better, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? Well, it's 8 o'clock Eastern or 9 o'clock Eastern. That's who. I honestly think the guy who liked her was just into her based on how vulnerable she was in that situation she was in, and didn't like her for who she was. So you think he was trying to be a white knight? Babylon's whoa. It's distracting. Yeah. Runt of the litter. Creeper. What stinky breath you have, bruh. Friday. Let's just say Friday. I know I wanted to do John Carpenter's Halloween on Halloween, but we figured that everybody would be doing their own thing. So I may do that right afterwards or sometime afterwards. Love that movie too much. You've got red on you. Anybody else besides Elizabeth? What day works better? Halloween Kills. If you're interested, because that movie is a fuck ton of fun. I want to talk about it. So Allah. He's like, mama. Oh, I'm sorry, now you need help, sir. I don't think so.
So I love all the different acts in this movie, but I have to say this last act is easily my favorite. It caught me way off guard.
Yeah, catches you by surprise. You're early. Yeah, it caught me by surprise too. And Wilkins has a neck fetish. Yeah. And it kind of sucks when like all the dudes are there and they kind of show. David. Yeah, see, as dudes, this is terrifying for dudes. I'd totally fail if I wasn't already in a relationship. Because they were distracting earlier. So now it's like I'd be there at the party, be like, I'm out. Nope. See you later. Oh. Ouch, Charlie. Ouch. You've been condescending this whole time, Cindy Rella. So sweat dreams are made of their heaven. I'm sorry, not a big Marilyn Manson fan.
Okay.
It sounds like he sings in that like like you're doing that noise like he's always saying like that. But some people like him, so
Maybe a little less these days.
nah, definitely a little less these days. I know, and it's just really confusing because it's a really, really hot scene that just gets, yeah. Then you're like, oh, this is really hot, and you're like, oh, yeah, never mind. Whoopsie daisy. I don't have it, and it's showing that it's only available on Peacock to purchase for streaming. If it weren't for Werewolf, Steven would be dealing with STD for the rest of his life based on how randomly he was picking women. Yeah.
Yeah, another sort of interesting twist on Halloween, right? Because modern day Halloween has, especially for adults, has a kind of sexy quality.
Yeah.
Especially in recent years, and this kind of takes that sexiness and then goes just batshit.
And it's usually it's people dressing up as werewolves and shit like that. This is werewolves dressing up as hot women. um, ouch, Charlie. Leanne, as far as that's concerned, you don't have to. Sam's just like, just like, well, this is just wholesome entertainment.
Oh, that was a
Nice transition, yeah. Um, I know it's only available to stream on Peacock if you have the premium. So you can get Peacock for free, or you can pay $4.99 for with no ads, or you can get the premium, which is like $9.99, which is no ads plus their premium content, which is like a couple things. One of them being Halloween Kills. So that's the only place it's streaming on. You don't have to get it for a whole year. You can just get it for a month. Totally up to you. I don't want to make anyone buy it, but I know a lot of people did get Peacock just for this month or next month, whatever, to watch Halloween Kills. So I assumed a lot of people already have Peacock just for the month. But if you don't, I don't want to have to make you get it. But if you want to hang out and watch us talk about it, you can. But it's worth it. I mean, it's cheaper than going to the movie theater if you don't want to go to the movie theater. Speaking of werewolves, I saw Ryan Gosling is teaming back up with the Place Beyond the Pines director to where he is. But I think the director is going to be Lee Winnell for that movie, which I'm stoked for. I'm so excited for Upgrade, Insidious, The Last Key, or no, Chapter 3, whatever. The Invisible Man. Yeah, that Lee Winnell. So Lee Winnell is directing that werewolf movie. I don't know if that guy from Beyond Place Beyond the Pines is writing it, but I remember seeing that because after he did The Invisible Man and it was so good because Lee Winnell is awesome, Universal was like, "Hey, you want to do another Universal monster?" And Lee Winnell was like, "All right, yeah, I'll do a werewolf one." So he's doing that with Ryan Gosling. I'm sure he'll make it work because Lee Winnell's awesome.
That'll be interesting. You know, because Ryan Gosling's he's like a really pretty man. So I'll be interested to see how they make him look terrifying.
I'm sure they'll make it. They made an Invisible Man terrifying and like in a new sort of way. So he's smart like that, Lee Winnell. Marilyn Manson can be good in some instances. My main go-to is Karn and their original album is very yeah, that Beautiful People and stuff like that. I like heavy, but his vocal style just isn't it's not my cup of tea. Like, and I'll go heavy too. I go everything from heavy to R&B to indie women, and you know, was it Best Coast and Joseph to Maggie Rogers to Slipknot, DMX all the way to Tribe Called Quest and Temptations. I'm all over the goddamn place. But Marilyn Manson just never did it for me. Yeah, it's always good to put like classic Halloween movies on in your. And they even have look at that. They even have the history of Halloween on TV in this one.
I watch that every year.
Yeah, yeah. This dog's awesome. Yeah, Slipknot's underrated. They scare some people, but I know some people are too heavy for a lot of people. But I always was a fan of Slipknot. Like I can get into Slipknot, but Manson just not my deal. Not my just. I mean, doesn't mean that other people can't like him. I just never got into him. Brian Cox, he was in Super Troopers, right? Brian Cox, yeah, he's great. Baba. I really liked. Anybody else like Super Troopers 2? Super Troopers 2 was surprisingly hilarious. I was not expecting it to be that funny, and it was hysterical. Scissors, yes. Yeah, I have all their albums. I actually have the original version of the self-titled album that had Purity and Frail Limb Nursery on there. The original pressing with the one without the logo on the cover that was like discontinued because of the whole lawsuit thing with the girl and Purity and everything else. So I still have it because the original album cover didn't have the name Slipknot on there. It just had the picture of them. And when they reissued it and took Purity and Frail Limb Nursery off and put Me Inside on there, they put the name of the band on there, and I have the original version. I have a couple different versions of it, honestly. So when I was a teenager, I had to have every version of it, every one I found. Korn is hands down one of my favorites of all time. Yeah, Korn is too. Korn used to be one of my favorite bands. Lately, they've kind of this last album. It's okay, but I was expecting more. The album before that, I really liked. So now we know we're back in that time period. It's all coming full circle. Korn, I have so many. I have every Korn album, every Slipknot album. I seen them live once at the Issues tour, the Spectrum in Philly. Saw them again, new festival in my state a few months ago. Still kind of pissed that Avatar couldn't make it down. Avatar? I might show him age. Is that a band that I'm missing? I don't know.
Name is Spite. The dog's name is Spite.
Spite. Leanne, I still need to see that. Are you talking about Kills? Age Kills? Did you guys like the newest album though? It was all right. It was okay. It didn't I don't know. I wasn't finding the songs memorable compared to the album before that. The Serenity of Suffering. That album was just whoo, man. Like that was like the first time I've heard the album kicks off. I was like, whoa, all right, this is old school. This is old school Korn. Super Troopers 2. Yeah. That movie was just hysterical. Way better than we were expecting. Avatar is amazing, but all right, I'll check them out. Who do they sound like?
Oh.
Don't hurt the dog, Sam.
I know you can take out kids, you can take out adults. Do not take out dogs.
I know everybody has, and I love dogs too. But to me, I just get, I I guess you're right. I probably do it too. On some level, I'm like, that's not wrong. You should be mad either way. But in the same, I'm the same way. I watch a movie, I'm like, oh, not the dog. But I just saw 40 people get killed.
We're not alone though. I know that
No. I always prefer Corn's older stuff. Yeah, same. Surprisingly though, my favorite album is it's always been my favorite album. Even though I love the older stuff, I thought their strongest album is Untouchables. That's their strongest album, and I maintain that to this day. Front to back, that is a great album. It's underrated. When it came out, I don't think people really gave it enough respect, or like they thought it was like too mainstream or whatever. But that's a really good album. Follow the Leader is great. Issues is really great. They went a little too slow on Issues, but Untouchables was just, and then Take a Look in the Mirror was just like not very good to me personally. It went back to their old sound, but it wasn't that great. Gosh, I gotta Smithers. Look Up, Torn Apart, Hail the Apocalypse, Smells Like a Freak Show, and Bloody Angel. All Avatar, their singers and same. Interesting. Oh, that's creepy. All right, I'll check them out. I'm gonna make sure I copy and paste them into because I have like a list of like bands I want to check out, and I'll definitely do that. I'm always keep my ear out for new music. Got your leg. They sell that drape at like if you go to a Spirit Halloween, they sell that like drape with all the sayings on it and everything. That exact wallpaper and everything. I agree, but the music on Follow the Leader is great. The rhythm. That's what Korn needs to make sure that they keep in there is the rhythm. Oh, I love the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the flaming jack-o'-lantern.
The flaming jack-o'-lantern, the big round. He's the size of a kid. His fingers are like a kid. The face has got a smiley face. It's like the perfect mascot for Halloween or like, it's perfect. Looks like he's wearing pajamas.
A little burlap onesie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good song that buys everywhere. I always liked ooh.
Candy is a weapon coming up in this movie. So
I like BBK too. That was a good one.
still the razor blades.
No. Actually, probably my favorite song on here is maybe Calitosis. I think it's Calitosis. Yeah. There's such a flow on that song. And like just a real whew, they're just feeling it on that album. Know whether or not to fear him or give him a hug. I'd say give him a hug. You don't want the other. Yeah, exactly. Twinkle tweet. Twinkle tweet.
It looks a little bigger there, so it's probably a little
Stunt double. Yeah, absolutely. I hate those Achilles cuts. Always makes you great. Yeah. Oh God. Pet Cemetery. Is it real? Oh, interesting. That was a reference to Pet Cemetery. That's another creepy movie.
Yeah, so I want to know how people feel about the reveal. Like I like my Sam, kind of like I like my Michael Myers. I don't want to see his face.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is what you now know what's underneath there. See, to me, like everyone, that's great. Everyone talks about Pumpkinhead. This is the real Pumpkinhead. That is a Pumpkinhead. That's a Pumpkinhead.
I can't believe we finally watched that movie and it was like, this guy looks nothing like a
We watched Pumpkinhead and it looked like an alien. And I got Joe's question. He's like, yeah, but is that your biggest gripe on the movie? It's called Pumpkinhead. It doesn't even feel like Halloween. Oh, the atmosphere is great, but it doesn't feel like a Halloween movie. There's not a Halloween decoration in sight. Nothing. No mention of Halloween or anything. At least I can remember. I like the reveal. For now, but going forward, I think you should probably keep it that same, mask get up, the big circle head thing, and then if you want to do a quick reveal later on, as it comes off just for a second, you can, but you just keep it mostly with that face. But now you know what's under there. But it's definitely more iconic to have the other one. Love Me Some Pet Cemetery. I didn't pick that up. Speaking of Pet Cemetery, let me get some Ramones. Yeah. My favorite Halloween song. It's awesome. Yeah, he did a cameo, I think, right? Wasn't he like the funeral, like pastor or something like that? Don't turn your back. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna get a Smithers.
You just asked me to do it.
I don't want to watch it. Did you want something wrong over here?
No. Ew. Little hand crawling across the floor. Get up.
I like that he's full of guts too. Do you have it? Who knew that reference? Nickelodeon Guts.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Douche.
No hand back.
Wow, should I be drinking out of a bottle? I don't think I should be drinking a bottle on the air. Did you want to split this one? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Little lollipop.
Ouch! It's the only horror movie that ever had me crying because it was more sad to me than it scared me. But Zelda, yeah.
This is how he gets his little lollipop
Halt? Is it secret? Is it safe? Yum. It'll do. I love that it's a child. He's got poop in his pants.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I agree with the folks in the chat. Like he's just so little, you want to hug him, but you don't want to turn your back on him either.
It's so good. It's so good.
He's wearing prosthetic now.
Is he really?
Well, it looks like they added like a tip to his nose.
Interesting. Steven attacked the girl at the party was a reference to I Know What You Did It. Yeah. Is that how one of those guys? Yeah. Sarah Michelle Gellar. It reminded me of that for sure.
Okay, so here's the tie-in.
Yep. The bus driver. With that's the bus driver for the tour bus for Slipknot in that picture. Oh, those are the worst candies ever. But at least he's giving something. Like, there's like peppermints and like that. It's like yellow. I don't even know what that candy is. It's like flavor yellow. I don't even know. A fatherless child. He's gonna grow up to be a killer himself.
Yeah, be a psychopath dad.
That'll be the future.
I believe that children are the future.
Yeah. Oh, the Nancy! Haha, Nancy!
With their skin suits back on.
Yeah, they just put their skin suits on.
And there's Rhonda, right?
Yeah. Help me, Rhonda. The mummy. The werewolves. It's kind of the cool thing about this movie. It's like you don't know when this movie begins or ends. It's like it comes full circle. You can kind of guess. Like this is obviously the beginning, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's never ending. There wasn't. This is another one. It's a good movie, so there's not much to make. It's a fun movie to do, but there's not much to poke fun at like some other movies. Just wait till you guys see me do like the Rob Zombie Halloweens, or like Halloween 5, or like, good God, Halloween Resurrection, the Friday the 13th. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Some of the bad nightmare movies. Oh, the field day.
That's a terrifying.
Yeah. Slipknot just showed up.
Ugh.
Nice. I wish there was like a short film we could do. I feel like, I mean, I love Trick or Treat, but it's just so good. There's nothing really much. It's just a fun movie to do.
And I don't know whether there aren't more of them. I mean, I know Tales of Halloween tried, but they didn't do as well. I want there to be more movies like this that really capture that Halloween feeling.
Yeah. Speaking of Slipknot and Halloween movies, there's a movie out that came out this year called Bad Candy with the lead singer of Slipknot in it, Corey Taylor. He plays a radio DJ. It's not great, but as a Halloween anthology movie, it's passable. Has some good Halloween atmosphere in it, but the stories themselves aren't great. But he was tricked, and he was tricked, and then he was the treat. Yeah, so good. Yes. See, yeah. I mean, I love this movie. I know you guys love this movie too. I mean, it's such a good Halloween movie, and the atmosphere in it. I think because it's actually a horror movie, and it's like there's parts that are funnier and scary. Like to me, it's more of a Halloween staple than Hocus Pocus, even though Hocus Pocus has some great Halloween atmosphere in it. But like I've heard some people say like, oh, like some of the newer like, oh, Hocus Pocus isn't even that good. I don't understand. I'm like, 'cause it's not a horror movie. It's just like a Halloween movie it's a Disney Halloween movie for kids. So, but I mean, I'm not even a huge Disney family Halloween movie fan, but Hocus Pocus is good. Hocus Pocus is really good. Corey Taylor is freaking out. Yeah, he's in Bad Candy, and I watched it a couple weeks ago, and it's not a great movie, but it's fun. And that's what I'm saying. This is what I was kind of torn. I'm kind of testing this out. I was watching these. I was putting movies on the calendar that were going to be staples. You know, I knew Halloween 4 was going to be good for me and Joe to talk about. I knew Halloween 2018 was going to be good for me and Joe and Ed to talk about. H2O for me and Dean. And I had a ball with H2O just so you're sort of poking fun at it and just like breaking it down. We thought Host was going to be better, but there's a lot of jump scares, but because it wasn't on screen, I mean, I jumped a couple of times, but there's not really a lot to go on, as scary as it is as far as jump scare wise. And there's not like a lot of atmosphere or like, different scenes and setups. It's all kind of just like on a computer. So, there wasn't really much to work with, but I mean, we just have fun watching these movies together, but it is more fun when you are watching a movie together that you can have fun with. And this one's this is a good one to have fun with, but it's just so good. You can't really, it's almost like you just got to stop and watch it. So, whereas, wait, Cry Little Sister, Lost Brothers remix, that was in this movie? Did you see that?
No.
Cry Little Sister was in this movie, apparently. When?
I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to screen it a second time and try and find
that. Yeah. Special thanks to British Columbia. It's a Canadian movie, another Canadian movie. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, what they really should have had in this movie instead of Cry Little Sister, they should have had, I still believe with the beefy saxophone guy. Saxophone. The gyrating, oily, greasy saxophone guy. Shit. The set design in this movie was amazing. Yes, it was. Awesome. Every Halloween movie, every type of Halloween type of movie should aspire to be this, like this, look this good. Yes, he is. He's cool. The best horror movies of all time for sure. Yeah, I agree. Not a huge my fan, but I do like Corey Taylor. Yeah. He's got his music taste is similar to mine. He's all over the place. So
you introduced that other side of him.
Yeah, she had no idea. She saw a couple of his like his solo songs in Stone Sour, and she was like, "This isn't bad." And I was like, "Yeah." He's all over the place. He's not just a scary guy in a mask, screaming his lungs off.
His solo stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was saying his solo stuff and Stone Sour too. And I know a couple songs by them you liked. Vermilion Part 2 is one about some more tame songs. So having yeah, I tried to show what was it? What was the one song by them? Shit, the one for that like it's like Paul or like Paul's favorite song. Anyway, it's one of the slower songs that I played for, and she was like, "This is Slipknot. This is really good." Remember the slow one I played for you, and you were like, you were shocked. You were like, "What?" Mm-hmm. Yeah. I bet you was having listened to that before. Yeah, I don't think if I played Vermilion Part 2 for you, but you probably like it. I know you for sure you like the other one. It's good to change the tone every once in a while. Yes, it is. And just finished watching Halloween. Oh, you guys watch Halloween 20? So my mom just watched Halloween 2018. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Thought it was good. Good. Awesome. See, that just goes to show. I'm glad you liked it. Mom. You and Brian. It goes to show Halloween 2018. We think was more of a general audience appeal, back to basics, sort of just a good solid horror movie. It's a good movie, and just getting the franchise back on track. And I thought Halloween Kills was more of a fan service to horror movie fans and slasher fans. And I got the from apparently from Joe and Ed from Red River Horror that they think that Halloween Kills was more of a cash grab than Halloween 2018. They thought it was appealing more to just trying to get money in the door, and I disagree 100%. To me, that Halloween Kills is more of a violent slasher horror movie. So I don't know what they were thinking with that. I disagree with that. I think you're taking a big chance by going that violent with it, because not a lot of people like that stuff. But that's just me. I don't know what you guys think, but Dope and Head PE are two of my other favorites. Ooh, I like Dope and Head PE. I remember that. You're going back to like new metal stuff right there. Oh, dude, I have a whole list of new metal fans. That used to be my stuff. Seven Dust is probably my favorite band that came out of that time. Probably, I think now Seven Dust has surpassed Korn. Probably Slipknot overall. I think Seven Dust's stuff is just front to back has produced just really solid albums, and just a big catalog of stuff compared to Slipknot and Korn. Korn's, it's good, but there's times where their albums can kind of get sort of like songs don't stand out as much, whereas Seven Dust really is just all over the place as far as like the different soundscapes and everything like that. And then Slipknot doesn't come out with the album as much as Seven Dust and Korn does. So I don't know, but I like all of them, so I can't really, argue. That's it. Snuff. That's the song that I let you hear by Slipknot. Snuff. Okay. That's the one that you liked a lot.
And probably for the reason that Sound Painters is pointing out, no growls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the.
I could deal with. Obviously, I like bleed.
Yeah, she likes. Yeah.
There's growling in that, but I think after a while, then I just started to go like.
Blah, 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 blah. Even that's me too. Like if you're just gonna like, I love Killswitch Engage, but I enjoy when they sing more, whether it's Howard or God damn, I forget his name, but either singer from Killswitch Engage, doesn't matter. But I enjoy when they sing more than scream, because I can't hear what you're saying. I enjoy the anger part because it gets more of my sort of like rah. But like if you're just screaming like oh blah, 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 I'm like yeah, but after a while I'm like I don't know what this dude's saying. I have no idea what he's saying. And he's mad at some. I know he's mad, and I'm angry too. That's why I'm listening. But I don't know what he's saying. So I like a little balance. Korn is a mixed bag later. Yes, they are. My mom said hi to Elizabeth. That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool that you guys are actually like Doja. That's awesome. I was still listening to heavy stuff more often, but their other songs are also yes. Yeah. Some of my favorite songs by Slipknot are their heavier stuff. I think Disaster Piece and their song after Disaster Piece, I think it's Everything Ends, is one of my favorite songs, and even Purity. So to not go down a rabbit hole, but my God. Yeah, some of their heaviest stuff, it's like people are like, you listen to that stuff? I'm like, yeah, buddy. Right now, yeah, it's kind of stale. That's not one of my favorite songs by them. It's very like generic. To me personally, it's like intro, chorus, verse. I've heard that song like a million times by Korn. So when it came out, it was kind of like, I liked it, but after a while, it kind of wore out its welcome. Whereas it sounded a lot like Here to Stay and other songs. So I kind of was right now is very forgettable to me. Yeah, I just didn't like the sound design on the, as far as you said, like this has to be one of the most violent songs I've ever wrote. It's aggressive. It is, but their sound design on that album, Take a Look in the Mirror, wasn't great. It sounded, they try to go back to basics, but the sound isn't great. It sounds just very, I can't put my finger on it. It went from Untouchables to sounding just amazing, and then they go to Take a Look in the Mirror. They try to get back to basics, but the sound on that album just is very, blah. I can't explain it. Has anyone seen Dune yet? Just saw it Sunday in the theater. My first movie in the theater since. Oh, we've been dying to see Dune. We want to watch it, and but you want to see it in a theater.
I want to see it in the theater, but they took away the social distancing in our theater, and now we're right up against other people in the midst of Delta.
Whatevs. I want to see it.
Get our boosters.
Not sure if this. Seriously, Elizabeth. We watch all kinds of movies. I know this channel has sort of leaned towards horror. My goal is to get this channel to cover all kinds of movies. Seriously, if I didn't, if they didn't have if YouTube didn't have a specific type of algorithm, I would probably venture out to different genres more. But it's so like once like they start suggesting videos to like horror fans and Halloween fans, like once I start putting videos out of like other genres I watch or like series or whatever, it's like people don't watch them because they don't suggest them to the right people. So it kind of sucks. But once I get if I get a big enough following or a big enough sort of like, support group or subscriber base or whatever, and I can depend on a certain amount of views or subscribers or whatever, I'll definitely cover more other stuff because Language Lessons just came out yesterday, and I've been waiting for that movie since it was announced.
Your man friend.
Yeah, my man friend Mark Duplass, another one of my what do you call them? Boyfriends, guy friends.
Yeah.
I don't care. Man crushes or whatever you call them. Jim Cummings, Mark Duplass. They're just dudes who make good movies. Joe Swanberg's another one. I love indie movies. To me, I think I may like indie movies maybe more so than even horror movies. But I love horror movies. So, but I love like the superhero movies too. I love all kinds of movies. I really don't have I don't swear off any specific towards a genre. So, sci-fi, we love sci-fi. I mean, what is that? Planet of the Apes, the new trilogy, Ex Machina,
Alien.
Aliens,
The horror movie and action genres, but
Interstellar,
they're first and foremost.
Interstellar, Inception. Yeah.
You should take a picture of our DVD cases.
I've seen a lot of people do videos on it. Like they'll go through their whole collection. So I'll probably do that one day and go through, but it changes so much. You never know. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. Not to watch Halloween Kills. Yeah, it's really violent, as Melissa said. Forewarning, it's very violent, but it's a lot of fun. Halloween Kills is a boatload of fun. I had so much fun with that movie.
I think I spent half the movie looking away. I mean, when Michael breaks that fluorescent light bulb.
Oh yeah, which apparently was in the trailer, by the way.
Oh, see, that's why we don't watch.
So it didn't shock a lot of people, but to us, it was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I definitely recommend seeing it in the theater first. That's what we want to do. We want to see it, especially in Dolby, because we saw Halloween Kills in the Dolby cinema, and it was just
Get our booster shot.
Amazing. May watch Dune eventually, if you can. Yeah, I want to. I'm willing to take the risk for Dune. I mean, we just saw Halloween Kills in the theater. Why not? Whatever. I know, but you didn't know about the restrictions thing. Halloween Kills is awesome in the theater. I liked Halloween 2018, but that was a better experience for me. Yeah, I can't. To me, Halloween 2018 is a better movie. Halloween Kills was so entertaining. I can't. It's like I can't figure out which one's which. Like which one's better. I like both on some sort of level. Halloween 2018's take on Michael makes him too vulnerable to the main cast, but he easily takes on crowds of people and kills. I just think in 2018, I think the difference was that people aren't picking up on. 2018 was like a Michael that just got out of the, Smith's Grove, and he was sort of just making his way, going through houses, just on his way home. Whereas Halloween Kills, you're dealing with a pissed off Michael. I think that's the difference. He almost he got cinched a little bit, got a little burned a little bit, and then got locked in the basement by the Strode women. So he's an angry Michael. Let's see. One of the most violent deaths and kills wasn't even because of Michael. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If you're talking about one was violent, which one are you talking about? I can't remember. I thought all the violent ones was because of that. But which one are you talking about? I won't put it on the screen, but which one are you talking about? Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
But that wasn't by Michael.
That wasn't by Michael. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, I know what he's referring to now.
What? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Which is why I think they did it that way. Exactly. Yeah, good. That's
Yep.
Yep.
Good call out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's actually 2 deaths in that movie that don't happen because of Michael. I mean, he's partially. I mean, he technically was. He was responsible for both of them because he had, the person like this. He put the things in motion to whereas the cop got or whoever got, that was because Michael actually grabbed him. And then the other one was because people were sort of flipping out because of Michael, not to spoil anything. That's why that happened. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just everybody all riled up. Yeah. Yeah. Evil dies tonight. It dies tonight. I didn't really take that as serious. People were like, the dialogue. I'm like, yeah. You're right. The dialogue was terrible. Paul Rudd in Halloween 6. The power of the ruin stopped him. Cookie woman! Cookie woman! That's Halloween 5. Halloween Resurrection. Michael Myers is like a shark. You're like a shark. You're right. Yes. Let's talk about cringeworthy dialogue, everybody. And what's the other one? H2O. That's sucky. My brother killed, he killed his sister. My brother killed my sister. That's sucky.
You're an adult, sir.
Yeah. He's a teacher.
Yeah, really.
He's a teacher.
Well, I was a teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably would have struggled a bit. They don't say character names a lot, so that doesn't help, but still a beautiful movie worth seeing. Let's see. I probably would have struggled a bit. They don't say character names a lot. Doesn't help. Still a beautiful movie where I heard it's gorgeous. And the director, Dennis, or is it Denise or Dennis Villeneuve, whatever. So far he's, 10 out of 10 on his movies or whatever movies he's put out we've liked so far. So
there's so many pretty people in it. Like, it's a pretty cast.
Yeah, all the pretty people. She's a big fan of Timothée Chalamet, who he's cool and a good actor, but that name is just obnoxious.
I don't think it's really Timothée. I think if you pronounce it in French, maybe it is, but he just says Timothy.
He says Timothy?
Yeah. He just tries to make it, simple for everyone.
So this whole time it's been Timothy?
Yeah.
She's got me saying Timothée the whole time. Yeah. We're psyched to see Dune, and I'm sure, I know visually it looks amazing. It's definitely gonna be better than the original.
Well, people are definitely convincing me that the theater is the way to go. So we'll have to.
If any movie is gonna be, that's a movie to see in a theater.
We'll have to go next week.
Yeah, because they don't stay in the theaters long. So tomorrow, if you guys are sold on watching Halloween Kills together on Friday, if you can't make it, that's fine. It's going to be up on the channel, so you can always go watch it. And it's just like time it with Halloween Kills. But I'm psyched because I want to do a spoiler review of Halloween Kills. But since we're doing this together, I mean, it's such a fun movie to watch. I really love to just while it's sort of everybody's talking about it.
Oh yeah, it's come up in every single live stream. So
well, not even that. Like everybody's talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. Every channel's talking about it.
Think about, just what we've experienced. Like, why not just devote, a good chunk of time to watch the movie and then really dissecting it and talking with everybody about it?
Yeah, because it's just a lot of fun. And like I said, there's some funny parts in it. There's some really cool parts you want to just make it just stands out. Like oh my god, but like you know, and that's the thing. That's what I want these sort of watch alongs to be. I want the watch parties, whatever. I want them to be a combination of like analysis with actually like just sort of having fun with the movie, making jokes, cracking jokes, and just sort of having fun with it, and then interacting and talking. But problem is, like I said, when we have a movie that's so good, sometimes you get wrapped up in the movie that we forget to actually talk. So, or anybody else. So, yeah, it just takes some sort of time, sort of figuring out, but we'll figure it out. Does Dune have more of a Blade Runner tone to it? Oh yeah, because he did do Blade Runner. Because I like both films and franchise. I'm curious on what Dune is before I check it out. I need to process kills with other trusted viewers. Most of my friends are not fans of the series. Yeah. If you're down to watch it together, I'm. We talked about it. It was Melissa's idea. She was like, you should just do a kills Halloween kills watch party, and before Halloween, I said that's a good idea. And I asked Joe and Ed if they wanted to do it together because they didn't like it. So I thought it'd be good to sort of do that and sort of argue a little bit. I thought it'd be entertaining, but Melissa was like, it might be better just watch it on your own. But luckily they came back and were like, well, at least Joe came back and was like, you should probably just do it on your own because it might be better just, viewer wise, if you just for experience for you to watch it and just sort of talk about it since you like it. And I was like, all right, that's fine with me. And that's what you thought. So, yeah, it's not, that's again, Elizabeth, same thing. This goes to my main point with Joe and everybody else. This movie was not for the general audience. I've said that numerous times and they seem to think that it is. And that's the mistake. They're completely mistaken because it's not a general audience movie. It's more for the horror fan. It's not like Halloween 2018 was more for the general audience. Let's see. Didn't see Blade Runner yet. Keep telling me. Yeah, Blade Runner is good. Is more of a setup. Wait, Dune is more of a setup movie because that's what I heard. We heard it was like a first half of the
first half of the novel.
Of the novel.
They're telling me that it's a long novel and detailed, and this 2.5-hour movie covers the first half of the book.
Okay. Elizabeth said, "Good idea to you." Was that regarding Halloween?
Kills.
Yeah. It's a fun movie. It's like I don't know. It's very divisive because there's people who it's vice versa. People who loved Halloween 2018 didn't like Halloween Kills, and people who hated 2018 and didn't like it because it probably wasn't slasher or violent enough. They loved Halloween Kills. The reversal seems to be happening. Whereas there's a few in the minority people who actually can enjoy both. I love the suspense. We love the suspense of the original, and we love the story in 2018. We love how Michael was portrayed in 2018. Everything about Laurie Strode and everything in 2018 we love. But in Halloween Kills, she enjoyed certain parts of it, but she overall didn't love it as much as I did. I just had so much fun with it. I don't like movies that are overboard violent with no substance. I don't like Terrifier. I don't like movies like the 80s. I like 80s slashers, but to me, they have to have some sort of substance. To me, Halloween Kills not only had a little bit of substance, but the characters were better. It was enjoyable, it was entertaining, and Michael was scary again. And there's so much great like scenery with the firefighters and the flashback scenes and the Michael in the woods, and it just was like all my dreams come true.
Well, I still maintain that Halloween Kills, even again, I went into it knowing that it was going to be violent, so I kind of didn't hold that against the movie, even if it's not my taste necessarily. But I had issues with it, but I think I would still say that it's better than any of the other movies that followed the original Halloween.
Oh yeah,
1978, and I like Halloween 4. I like Halloween 3, even though that's an outlier in terms of the in terms of the whole Michael Myers, Loomis, Laurie coverage. But yeah, so to me, it's still got a lot going for it, especially if we're comparing it to other films in the franchise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like 4. I like H2O. I can have fun with the others, but Halloween Kills.
That's why I love Kills, because it took all the cool parts of those really bad movies and it put it together in a nice little package for us in a good solid horror movie.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, I'm all for it. It took all the best parts of those movies, because it's one thing that sucks. As much as we love this franchise, as much as we love the character of Michael and the whole, like, all the lore, as Supernatural, what's his name? Supernatural says Jared Padalecki. The demon, the lore. They just haven't produced very good movies after the original, and it's unfortunate because it sucks, because it's a great concept, great franchise, great character. So the fact that they're actually putting up solid movies in this trilogy is just music to my ears, and I'll take it all day, any day. So let's see, Blade Runner is very good. It's a more relaxing film to take in. The eye candy and the story is effective. It's sometimes intense. Yeah, I agree with that. From Cohen. Dune is a setup. Yep, definitely. I watch the Halloween movies for the tension, simplicity, and the suspense. I don't like it feeling random with plot and relying too much on annoying characters to increase the film's length. No, but I like that. I love the OG suspense, and we love the OG sort of like tension, but nowadays people just don't have. Unfortunately, people just don't have the attention span for that. There's people nowadays that think the original Halloween is boring. We disagree wholeheartedly, but there's such a fast pace, and like people, like they just now. It's like they don't have the patience anymore.
Well, they've probably been exposed to more modern horror before they were exposed
Exactly.
to, older. I mean, growing up for me, I wasn't allowed to watch the newer horror films because they were more violent.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot of the older films, and that kind of was my introduction to horror. So I can appreciate something like 1978. But
Thanks, Elizabeth.
If you only ever watched like the new slasher kind of torture porn stuff, yeah, you're gonna go back to 78 and be like, what is the big deal?
Yeah, exactly. So I know that every Halloween movie can't be like that, but I think they found a good balance of going. To me, this was overboard in a good way. This was like a body count movie for Michael. Night, Elizabeth. Thank you for hanging out once again. MVP coming out every single night. Awesome. We don't know what we do if you didn't show up, and everybody else is starting to show up. So it's like you guys are awesome. We don't know what these live streams would be without you guys. So yeah, it would just be talking to each other, just like, making just goofy jokes and everything else. So, but yeah, Michael, I think Halloween Ends will get back to that suspense a little bit. 2018 had it a little bit, but I think 2018 had the slow suspense, but David Gordon Green didn't know how to do the tension and suspense in 2018 as well as he did in Halloween Kills. He learned how to do it better in Halloween Kills. So I think Halloween Ends, he's more opportunity. Yeah, but there was a lot of opportunities for suspense and tension in Kills. I'm sorry, in 2018, but he just didn't execute it properly. Like the part where Laurie Strode's walking around with the gun in the house, you should be feeling like, oh my God, like every time she goes into one, but he goes through it too fast. There's not a lot of build up to each time she goes into something and opens up something. So it's like it goes really, really fast, and then she goes on to the last part, and that's when you feel the tension. But even then with the mannequins, like it should have felt more tense than it did. And I think he learned how to do that in this new movie more, which I think you'll get it in Ends. But Kills was still fun to sort of, to me, it had the body count of a Jason movie, but the suspense and the tension and the characters of a Michael movie. Yeah. That's why it's like, this is awesome, because I was getting tired of hearing people like, oh, Michael sucks, Jason's better. I'm like, shut up, Michael's so much better.
Well, and even both of these films, like all the Easter eggs to the other Halloween films, and I don't know. I almost sort of feel like they're love letters to the original, the larger franchise, and I sometimes am surprised not more Halloween fans appreciate them for that reason. But
yeah, well, I may have to do a whole video on just. I know that the entire fan base isn't like this, but there is a portion of the fan base that are a royal pain in the asshole. They're snobby, they're nostalgia fan, like they're locked on nostalgia, and they just do not let up. They're going to critique every new movie that came out because they think it's terrible, but little do they know that it's way better than all the movies that were when they were kids. But they cannot get away from the all the nostalgia craze. It's like, yeah, well, Halloween, this was so good. It was, because it was good because you thought it was good because you were 5 or you were 10.
Well, like, here's the thing.
Which I understand.
Love films for nostalgia, and
so do I.
There are definitely some that I will say, yep, this is full nostalgia for me, and that's why I like it. Be able to admit it, I guess. Just admit, like, yeah, this one's my favorite, and it's because of nostalgia, not necessarily because it's better, but because it has a special place in my heart. Like, just be upfront.
Yeah. Like if they kind of came out and were like, I said this before too, I think last week. If they came out and said, I like Halloween 5 personally, or whatever, Halloween 6, because of my just personal reasons, because I, have more nostalgia for them. It reminds me of certain memories, and I just appreciate those movies more because I was younger. So, but it's not that I know that they're not better movies than Halloween 2018 or Halloween Kills. I'd be okay with that. But the fact that they're trying to say that these movies aren't as good as those movies, and they're just ripping these new movies apart, is just mind-boggling to me. I don't understand it. And I know that art is subjective in some ways, but there is a lot of objectivity in this kind of art form. And it's time we kind of recognize that. You can kind of sit there and say, this movie isn't executed as well, but I still like it. Doesn't mean it's better.
Right, you have to read the Sound Painter Studio.
I love the original Halloween because the characters are more realistic. Yeah.
No, he's made lots of good points, but
I will.
Most recent, because he makes a really interesting point about a scene in 2018, which I never considered, and it just makes it makes Michael even more complex.
All right. Andy really makes sense as a dumb and irresponsible character. That's true. Delbert, it was awesome hanging out with you, man. Thank you. I won't be able to make it for Halloween Kills, but I'll be around more for later. Hey, no worries, man. You can always catch it on the rewatch. You can listen to a podcast. All good. Let's see here. Thanks for coming out. Yeah. Thank you for coming out, Delbert. Appreciate it. I also feel like some of the kills in 2018 had no substance. It was cool seeing Michael walk around, but the only intense part about that scene was the baby in the crib. Exactly. Whether or not Michael decides to hurt the baby is very cruel, messed up. That baby was starving the whole time throughout Halloween.
No, but really think about it. Like, I think I always thought like Michael just didn't know what to make of the baby. Like, didn't really know what it was, so just kind of disregarded it. But if the way the Sound Painter Studio is putting it, it makes it seem like it was a conscious decision. Like, I have just killed the provider, the nurturer, the provider for you, child, and you will slowly, painfully wither away.
I think at some point, the cops are going to get called. They're going to find the body. Even the friend, she was on the phone with a friend. So at some point, they're going to find the kid there. The baby's going to be all right. It's a good point, and it's another good point, but I just think Michael I think the idea that he killed the kid earlier was to set up like, oh my God, he's actually going to kill a kid nowadays. Because he never did it on screen before, really. And the fact that the baby comes across later on, to me, and the fact that he stops and kind of looks and kind of, just sort of like the baby. It's funny because it's actually funny and scary because the baby stops crying when he looks at the baby. So it's kind of like funny because the baby stops crying, but it's actually kind of scary because in that instant, because you saw him kill a kid earlier, you almost get the sense that, oh my God, he's going to kill it, because you don't even see the baby on screen. It's actually below the crib. So he could have very easily just went like that, and you didn't have to see anything on screen, and the baby would have been gone, and you're like, oh my God. But because he killed the kid earlier, it makes you think twice. Once you start hearing the baby crying, you're like, oh my God, baby, stop crying. You're going to, oh my God, but it makes you think. So I just think he just looked at it, just sort of tilted his head in sort of like curiosity, like, the hell is this? And just went on about his way.
I still think it's an interesting reading, though, to think about it the other way.
But-
it was a conscious choice.
But that's why that's what makes Michael so cool. That's my point exactly.
I don't know about cool.
No,
But an
that's
interesting
why
character.
his character is so intriguing, because he
Yeah,
doesn't talk, he doesn't really react in sort of an angry, like sort of like, oh, I'm angry, you know, my parents were mean or whatever. He just does, yeah, he Rob Zombie. He just does things, and you're just sort of left there to sort of fill in the gaps. And it's the conversations in between and the gaps that you have to fill that really make you wonder why he does what he does, that makes him so interesting. That's just, you know, my 2 cents. Never thought of it that way. That's not something to think about. Also nervous about that scene. I didn't want to watch it. You see, yeah. Thank you. That's exactly why. He killed the kid earlier. The first kill of the time. Oh my God. The first kill of the day, he killed a kid. Holy shit. And then you're watching, and he's going through the house or the neighborhood, and and all of a sudden you just hear the baby crying. You're like, oh, Jesus, Mary. Oh my God. And all of a sudden, you know, we loved Halloween 2018. We think it's so good. The baby from Halloween 2018. What phone call are you talking about? The woman on the phone was killed before. Yeah, no, I'm saying that's the point though. The point is that he's just going around Haddonfield. So he took out the kid. He took out. He attacked the guards on the bus.
Commenting on your point about if someone would eventually find the child before something terrible would happen to it. I think his point is,
Yeah.
It's not the woman who was on the phone. It was a woman who I think was making a ham sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, the Mrs. Elrod lookalike. Yeah.
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 So no one would find that child, Joe.
Someone's gonna find someone.
Don't read into the narrative what's not there.
You're literally reading into the narrative that's not there. What are you talking about? That's the whole point. The idea is that someone who knows them is gonna find out that, and plus they're gonna find a string of deaths. If they find, they're gonna find the baby. The baby might be hungry for a little bit, but they will find that fucking baby. Is the idea that Michael did it on purpose to like make it starve? Yes. But I think Michael just literally looked at it and just sort of tilted his head like, the fuck are you? What are you? Okay. Curious, like, what is this? What is this thing? And the fact the baby stopped crying was funny. Not only funny, but it was kind of just like, in some sort of subconscious way, like smart. Like, I don't know what ghost-like figure you are, but I'm gonna shut the hell up now. And Michael's like, that's right. And just kept walking. Yeah. Yeah. It was Mrs. Elrod, the Mrs. Elrod lookalike or whatever from Halloween 2. That's the baby was in. So yeah, I mean, someone is gonna find the baby. My point is just like, someone's gonna find the baby. Someone's gonna find Mrs. Elrod, and you know, the woman next door, and the babysitter, because they did. In Halloween Kills, they find Julian and the babysitter. Well, you'll see, and you guys haven't seen Halloween Kills yet, but you see in the newscast thing, they talk to Julian. So if they found them, most likely they're going around knocking around, making sure everybody's okay, and the cops are going to find, which they got their hands full. I don't want to talk about it, I want to ruin it, but my God, it's so much fun. Oh, so much fun. What would the baby stop crying is a reference to the baby's slow death without its provider, like Melissa said. I mean, you can make the case. Michael doesn't only attack characters because they're afraid, though. He tried to make that thing. Nah, he doesn't really care. That's the thing, though. That's what's so great, and they reestablish in these movies. There's times when he goes after people, and there's times when he ignores people.
Yeah.
And in 2018, it's more apparent that he ignores people. There's time where he walks by a baby. There's Laurie Strode shoots at him and he keeps on walking. Hawkins shoots at him. He keeps on walking. There's times in 2018 where he literally just sort of ignores people and just sort of goes on his merry way. But in Kills, he's pissed. He's not happy. So it's almost like that Michael is almost a thing of the past, kind of. I can't remember if there's people in Kills he ignores. He usually does. But I think everybody in Kills who's there, he sees, he goes after. I think he's pissed. But I had to watch it again, which we are going to watch it again. He literally kills even though people ignore. He does. He does kill. He kills even though people ignore him. But there is times where he doesn't kill people. He doesn't go after everyone. That's the thing about Michael, and it makes you really wonder, like, what the hell is going on in his brain? Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like there's motive.
There's no motive. There's no motive. There's like he in Halloween 2018, Laurie shoots at him and he just keeps walking. Hawkins shoots at him, he keeps on walking. And in Halloween Kills, you'll see in a certain scene, Hawkins shoots at him, he keeps on walking. Like, yeah, he's an enigma. There's no rhyme or reason for what he does. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Julian runs away. He doesn't go chase after Julian. And he runs into the kids on the street in Halloween 2018. He doesn't kill them either. Yeah. And in the original Halloween, he stops the kid dead in his tracks and just looks at him. And the kid gets scared and keeps on running. You just don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what makes him scary. It's like, I don't know what this dude's on. What's the matter with this dude? There's like, what's going on up there? On the swing set. Pissed off Michael went after everyone, including more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Halloween Kills, he did. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he left anyone to spare. But in 2018, there's people where he didn't go after. And in Halloween, the original, there's people where he didn't go after. There was times in both movies where he didn't go after someone. Because it's just like, you just don't, there's no rhyme or reason for why he does what he does. And in Halloween Kills, it's a little bit different. He's pissed off and kills. So, I don't think there's a person he doesn't kill that he sees. I really don't think. I mean, the kids run away, but other than that, I don't think there's anyone he doesn't try to kill. Yeah, he goes after everyone. He's pissed. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun if you like ridiculous fun and over the top kills and some cheesy dialogue thrown in there every now and then, but just good characters. It's cheaper than going to a theater and it's a lot of fun. You got to turn the volume up and sit right in front of in front of your TV and just like you're in a theater and just full blast and just watch it. We saw it in the theater is the best thing. People who are watching it on their phones or iPads, you can do it, but you got to somehow put it on headphones or something. It's awesome. Almost not yet. Kind of. We didn't really spoil too much.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no. All we did was say he's vicious and kills. That's it. And he doesn't really. He leaves no stone unturned and kills. That's the only thing we really talked about. Everything else, you're good. You don't know. All you know in this movie, Leanne, is that he's just angry. That's it. That's all you know. So that's. Ignore the. If you haven't seen the trailers, don't watch the trailers.
Yeah.
Because we didn't watch the trailers. We avoided trailers. It was the best thing we could have done. So, before we go, does anybody have any last minute questions? Like, I always wanted that if anybody has any questions, because I was gonna you could do one of those ask me anything. I never really did one of those, but yeah, why not? Yeah. Before we go, you guys have any? Do you have anything to add? If anyone's seen Saturday Night Live, it's a very good talk show. Talk about politics. Talk about crazy comedy. Talk about another good talk show. I'm Derek Gibb. Do you have anything to add? No, I don't. Oh shit. Saturday Night Live, Barry Gibb talk show. Anybody? No? Okay. I will put you in the ground. Put you in the ground. Me, my brother, put you in the ground. Oh shit. Oh, hush. Not your fault. If I really didn't want it spoiled, I could have let the chat. Yes, true. But hey, have you seen the trailers for it, Liam? because those trailers just spoil way too much. Stay away from the trailers. Trying to avoid giving it all away to you, but only give you samples I think you would already know, just with a little more detail. Yeah, just go into it completely blind. That's the best way to go into it. Just that's it.
Nice. She hasn't watched the trailer.
Nice.
Good.
Nice. Stay away from trailers. Michael's angry. That's all you need to know. We should just end it here so you don't see any more spoilers. It's the best way to go into this movie. I highly recommend it. By the way, and I brought this up before, I'll bring it up again. If you have a subscription to Peacock, even if you don't have a subscription to Peacock, and Mom, if you're watching still, listen to this, and my brother, Brian, if you're still watching, everybody. If I'm Mom, I didn't know you were a comedian, Sue. Yeah, you know, man.
Stay focused.
That's not possible. Stay focused. Have you not met me? How many years are we into this? You can either watch Peacock for free, or you can pay for no ads, or you can get the premium. Either way, on the Peacock app, which you can get on your Fire Stick, your smart TV, or whatever, there's a show called Paranormal Witness. Paranormal Witness. There's a movie called Paranormal Activity. There's a show called Paranormal Witness. It was on Sci-Fi. If you like spooky stories, you like sort of true life documentary style shows, this show is the best. 5 seasons, I believe. I've always loved it. I used to watch it religiously when it was out, and then I could never find it because it was never available on any sort of streaming service. It's finally on Peacock because Sci-Fi is Universal under the same umbrella. So it's available to watch on there. It takes people's real stories, they interview the people who actually saw it, like were actually there, and they put like they shoot like footage, like they kind of like put like almost like a fake movie-ish to it. But they do a good job of it. The what do they call it? The quality of the like the footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's high. It's high. It's pretty solid, high end. Good production value. I would thank you. That's where I was looking for. Very good production value. It seems it's like literally you're getting a little small movie out of this, but it's creepier when dramatic. Instead of it being dramatic reenactments, which they are, but it feels like a movie or a show because it's done so well.
Seamless. I mean, obviously,
it does feel seamless.
Talking, the real life people who experienced it are not the actors in the reenactment, but the way it blends their retelling of the story with the reenactments, it just kind of blends together for a really nice spooky narrative. Absolutely. And the fact that you have the real people telling the stories and how you can see how honest they are and sort of like how like legit shook they are and how scared they were and how like it makes it more real and creepier. Plus there's some iconic stories in these seasons. There's the real haunting in Connecticut. There's the Dybbuk box, which was from the movie The Possession. They did the Manson house.
They did the Manson house that Ghost Adventures investigated. I think they do I don't know if they did Amityville. They didn't do Amityville, but they did something close to Amityville. They do a couple of stories that really are like the UFO story from like was a Fire in the Sky, the movie Fire in the Sky. Terrifying movie, terrifying story. They do that one. So if you have not watched Paranormal Witness, please watch that show. It's so underrated. The fact that nobody really talks about that show bothers me to no end because there's some of those episodes give me the creeps. The Poltergeist one, good Lord. The trailers did spoil too much. It ruined something. Absolutely. That's why after 2018, I was like, nope. That monkey sound instantly made me think of Joe Rogan. By his shoe when I hear his show. Oh, his shoe. Which monkey sound? Oh yeah, the Barrigade, and the grass. Peacock is that cheap. I'll keep it around for a month. I didn't get to see the prices earlier. So yeah, Peacock is interesting. Unlike other streaming services, it's free. You can watch Peacock for free with ads. And you could also pay $4.99 to get no ads. And if you want to get the premium streaming service, which is the premium content, which is I think all their original content and like their movie release, which is I guess Universal's going to have some movie release like HBO MAX. So Halloween Kills falls under that sort of like umbrella. And any sort of original streaming content that's not, which they haven't really built up any sort of, they have a couple of shows, but they don't really have a whole lot of original content on there. That is considered their premium content. That's $9.99. So if you want to watch Halloween Kills, it's $9.99. And then you can literally do that you can literally pay $9.99 for a month, watch Halloween Kills as much as you want, and whatever you want, watch as much as you want. And then if you want to pay $4.99 and get no ads, you can, or you can just get it for free and then, watch those shows on there for free. Except for the original stuff. That's going to be a no to the ads. They have The Office. Yeah, they do. That's their breadwinner. Yeah, they have The Office. They have Harry Potter. They have if you like horror movies, they have a bunch of horror franchises right now. They have Chucky. They have Freddy. They have Jason. They have Halloween Kills, but no other Halloween movies, I believe. Paranormal Witness, all 5 seasons of Paranormal Witness. They have Saw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They have a bunch of some indie horror movies like the house. What was that one with Greta Gerwig? The Devil House. House of the Devil. House of the Devil. They have some a lot of stuff I see on Shudder and like Prime, IMDb TV, stuff like that. But they have some good stuff. Victor Crowley's on there. The new one with the guy who played Jason. Kane Hodder. The whole reason they created their own streaming service. Yeah, Universal's huge production company, so they have a lot of properties. So if they really wanted to take Peacock and just run with it, they could, because they have a lot of properties. But I think they'll eventually get away from the free with ads. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But yeah, they have USA Network, Sci-Fi, NBC, a lot of different things. WWE app is on there now for USA, for all United States things. They got a lot of Universal Pictures stuff on there. So yeah, it's worth it for at least to try out. So yeah. But yeah, if you have not seen Paranormal Witness, go watch Paranormal Witness. And then we'll watch Halloween Kills. I guess we're going to Consensus Friday. Is that what it was?
You have to check your
polls, Leanne, does that work? Are you going to watch it with us Friday? What do you think? Because if you want to, well, or you can just watch it before and watch it again with us. Terrible interface. I agree. It's really slow app too. Oh, it's brutally slow. And they have some really good movies on there too. From whenever. Okay. I put a poll up. So depending on what everybody says, we'll say Friday for now. But if we get more people saying Thursday, we'll go Thursday. And again, if you want to watch it by yourself first and then watch it with us, you can. That way you can kind of get to sort of watch it on your own and sort of digest it and not have to worry about spoiling any scenes before they come on. Yeah, you could do that. Because if you watch it the first time with us, it may be like, oh, what's going to happen? And then we may say something, not realizing that you're watching it with it for the first time. Talking over some of the key parts that make it less scary. So it's totally up to you. That's up to you.
Yeah, we've all got her interested.
Yeah, it's fun. It's no masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination. But if you like fun horror slasher movies, Halloween Kills is a goddamn popcorn treat.
You do worse,
You do way worse.
You're going to get something out of it no matter what.
I've heard a guy say, oh, Halloween Kills is just a bad movie, and then go afterwards and literally on like the next day post, Hellfest was actually really good, surprised me, and it's a little underrated. I had fun with this flick, 7 out of 10. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck off. Seriously. Hellfest? Hellfest? I want to murder your face right now. I want to Hellfest your face. Awful. Like, that's what bothers me. That's a good movie. Halloween Kills is a fun, violent-ass slasher movie.
Well, it has a lot more good going for it than bad, for sure.
Yeah.
If you're not someone who's a huge fan there's no question that it's better on so many levels. So yeah, to sit there and poo-poo Halloween Kills and then raise up something else that
Hellfest. I watched Hellfest and I lost interest halfway through, and then I tried to continue watching. It was fun. It's a cool sort of idea in the vein of like Haunt, but Haunt was better, and Haunt's no masterpiece.
yeah.
Haunt's not a masterpiece. Haunt's like fun and violent and scary in ways, but Haunt's no masterpiece. Halloween Kills is no masterpiece, but it is it flawed, but it's flawed in the best ways. It feels like a movie that knows it's going to be flawed and is trying to be flawed in those ways, and it wants you to have fun with it and not take it so seriously. That's what it feels like, and that's why I don't understand people who just want to sit there and nitpick it apart. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we having fun with these movies, or are we just going to sit there and try to win Academy Awards? Which I love the Academy Awards, but this is not that. Night, Mom. Yes, pleasure. Yes, it was fun, and I'm glad you're getting to interact with some people. That's awesome. That's awesome. It makes it all worthwhile. Let's see. Does anybody else have anything else to kind of ask or address before we go? And I get some food because I'm starving like Marvin. Let me know. I don't want to leave you guys hanging because I appreciate you all hanging out. My brother, my mom, Leanne, Cohen, Elizabeth, Susie Hughes earlier, Justin earlier, huh? Delbert Grady, Mark popped in. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting larger turnout. So thank you. Everyone's on the call. Thank you for the support. It's much appreciated. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. When we first started this, it was only like Elizabeth and just a few people, and just like one, 1, 2, 3, but like it's been pretty consistent, and you guys have come out, and it's these will get better and more entertaining for sure. When we start watching the bad movies, that's when you'll see me really come out, because when the good movies are on, I don't really have much to work with, and I get lost in the movie, and I kind of just sit there and kind of just watch it. I don't have much to say, but when the bad movies are on, that's when I have more fun with them. So that's when you'll sort of see me kind of come out and just sort of rip it apart, in all good fun. But yeah, you're about to say, yeah. All right. Good night, Con. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and you were awesome in the chat, man. You were really just stimulating the conversation, and that's awesome. So I really appreciate it. And I think you said you can't make it Friday, right? You can't make it. Yeah, but I'm sure we'll catch up again. It's chili dog time as soon as I get up. That's awesome. I'm creating my account as we speak. I might not be able to wait, so I'll probably. Yes, that's smart. No, that's totally smart. Turn up the volume, put it on blast, turn up the volume as high as possible, put it on the biggest screen you possibly can, and just watch it in the dark. That's the best way to watch it. And then we can all watch it together on Friday and just have a ball with it. And go eat your chili dog and go have fun. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Yeah. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Good night.